key. I will, I guess go bop back over there, and then I guess once I'm done over there, I'll just pop back in.
All right.
Whoop.
There we go. You missed a brief shifter visit. Let's see. Let's press the going live links. Oh, I'm disoriented. Hello chat. How's everyone doing? Shit, where is... There is... Alright, let's go. So chat, the fun thing I've been dealing with, I hope we get dropped back into the cutscene. If not, we'll just have to go back to an inn and view it. Cause wowie zowie's server maintenance. Oh, thank goodness we're dropped right back into the cutscene.
You've beaten me, aye.
Good, that gives me a moment to wake up.
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
So, we just beat this fucker in a dungeon.
We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Oh shit, one of my alarms, mate. Oop, let me just... Whoop. Remove those.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
So this section of the cutscene I've already seen before. So I still do love that. Like, have fun with the fucking mech on, idiot.
Gods help us. What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Rolker. Grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
Sup,
As you can see,
Papalymo?
our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
We leave. The fucking Mechon have arrived.
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known.
I love
This
the
has to end.
fucking
It has to
taunting
end
with
now.
that.
Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand. You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
They are meant for mine. Give them to me. Fuck.
Eyes and blank faces.
There you go.
My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
I like how one frame,
What?
ice gone.
Here, now.
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
God, that's such a good fucking cutscene. You did good. It's funny because, like, last stream, like, this shot is when it's like, server disconnected. Oh, the lighting. Dude, motherfucker looks like he said smile. They're fucking playing the song that plays at the Rising Festival?
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Papalymo?
Master
Hey.
Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Tumtumati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works. It is time to leave!
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this.
You gonna split up the duo?
Take her. Please, you have to take her.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Hilda! I think he means now!
If he means to end it there, I think it'll be best to trust him in his last moments.
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalumo's my friend. I should have been there for him. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louisoix wore the same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, alright, I know. There was nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us off guard. Even Law was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalumo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. But don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words, but Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stone to apprise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. They got rid of... They split up the duo. Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind the griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilbert. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Needhog, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12th. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. Not one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to live. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalimo was aware. And thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert came to possess Needhog's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected aether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Askian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Kral, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primals trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the aether, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What? And without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Y'shtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I, too, must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalyma's sacrifice. Bro, did you even know him? Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Laura. I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meanwhile, we still have no idea how long it will be before... A communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. A word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the Primal, of course. As of Ishtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall unchanged. Yes, but the other seats here doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to the proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I shall suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. A certified...
A word, if you would, good sir. This place. It is within the realm of Eorzea.
Certified
Well,
yo
fellow,
moment.
aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Oh.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Okay, he's gonna
Hey?
be goofy.
Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Also,
Ah, a plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
dude is built like a Rogadin.
Though, it would perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
What, man? Are you alright?
Alright, that's good.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
I love him psyching himself up to continue moving forward, and then he just fucking eats shit. Oh, Nelly, that's some clutter. Let's...
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Go gadget barrier.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Sup?
What in the hells are you doing here?
Sup, baby boy?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanau since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartanau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Oh shit, what did I say? So he makes a convincing case. I'll just say no, but I'll keep an eye on him. There we go. That makes more sense. So I don't trust the fucker, but...
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Merwa just goes, no.
Yes.
Just shoots Nero.
The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do.
Why are you still
Let the record
bruised
show that
up?
we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Alice. Alice. Whew.
My blade is yours.
That is a fucking proposal.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
It's like, hey Yugiri, you'll kill this fucker if he acts up, right? God, that's funny. And the fact that Yugiri's like, yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I'll kill bitch. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. Wait. It'll be faster, and I don't need to spend the gold if I just... Lore! Alphino, ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, unless you wonder. Nero insisted they be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of the man poking about the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Your sister was adamant that you never leave her sight. She and you Yugiri are... well, here they are now. Welcome back, Lore. Not Lore, me. What the fuck? Shifter. Me calling my own name during sex.
You don't actually for that shitpost alone, imagine, okay, hear me out. A drawing of like my avatar, but it just looks like a mechanical version of you, and you just look like a slime version of me.
Cute, maybe.
Maybe. It would be.
So, luckily, when I got back into the game, it did immediately put me back into the cutscene.
Okay.
So...
You actually get to see it.
Yeah, I got to see. I mean, if it didn't do that, you can go back to the end and view previous cutscenes.
Okay, so you still would have been able to witness it either way.
Yeah, I would have been able to witness it either way. It's just, it's like, oh, do I witness it when I log back in, or do I witness it when I... or do I have to, like, go to a place to witness it? And it just set me back into the cutscene. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Cardano? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright.
Minor cat fight, I like it.
Dude, Nero is a catty bitch, and I kind of love him for it. Nero, you sloppy bitch. Alright, while Alphino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona, and we should reconvene at the Rising Stones. My apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Ishtul and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I'm able. Or pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest. I love how, like, it's like, oh, is it like Nero just pops in and is like, oh, I'm willing to help you out with this certain predicament. And they're like, he's shady as fuck, but we don't really have an option, because he is basically the one person who would know how to do this. But I love how Alice is just like, hey, so to keep things neutral, because we're going over to Cardano, which is like contested ground in Eorzea, we should have someone from neither of the three territories. Yugiri, you're okay with just killing him if he steps out of line, and Yugiri's like, yeah, Lamau. Just Alice mid-conversation. Hey, Yugiri, you're okay with killing this guy, right?
Lamau, I killed for less.
Yugiri be like, bro, I hate him. Right, everyone heading to Mortona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. I like how I'm basically wielding a chandelier on a stick.
As some god intended.
Like chat, correct me if I'm wrong, this just looks like a fucking chandelier. The head of my staff looks like a fucking chandelier. Where the... Huh. That does make sense now that I think about it. I was like... It's like, wait, I thought we were going to... And then I was like, oh yeah, they wouldn't have a landing pad in the city itself. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I can't exactly land her in the toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones, then? I'll get you next time. Chat, I still need a minute from the wall situation. They split them up. How will I do my Darrigan voice now?
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Nero walks in and is like, damn, you live like this?
That the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation. Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Yeah, Nero, you didn't account for the best technology to ever exist being a fucking tea kettle.
Ede and I, at least. Ishtar and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
The fucking pep in your step is gone. Makes sense, though.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
My God, this man is...
Yugiri, do you know this man?
This man is built like a fucking Rogadin. And he's stupid as fuck, and I love him.
Why are you come to Eorzea?
Me, for real.
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row
He
across
literally
the Angry
opens
Sea.
up Dude, he crossed the sea with a fucking rowboat.
Flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
I met you for 5 minutes.
Simple, Kosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
Kosetsu, I've known you for 5 minutes and I love you.
You refused? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Gary, you've done a lot for the scions.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people
Hello,
or
train.
my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? You, Giri? You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My parade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
You're so extra. That is just a reskinned Rogadin, by the way. I know that's supposed to be a human. Dude, I love how he's just like, oh, how frail sailors you are, worried about how I came to cross the ocean in a rowboat. And then goes like, though, you know, my limbs are very achy, I might want to rest. Nah, no time to rest. Then he immediately, like, after fucking hyping himself up, he just fucking collapses on the street. Because he was... There's no supplies in the rowboat that I saw. It just seems like he decided, fuck it, got on a boat and rowed it to fucking Oda. Literally was like, I'm a rowboat across the fucking ocean. Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. We get an outfit from Tataru. Tataru has, anytime a party member has returned, she's like, you need new drip. And then in an earlier scene, she basically goes up and is like, hey, walk over here real quick. Like, hey, meet me over here. Then you walk in and there's like 3 tailors. It's like, jumper. I set to work on making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. You could try it on if you right now if you like. Come on, let's see what she. That's so cute. I love it. It actually is kind of my style. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? God, we look like a Nomura design. However, that's in a good way. You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, well, I can't tell you how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light is... well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed in a blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. They had the quest reward for this be a secret. Like, when you take the quest, it has, like, 3 question marks for the items that you get handed. Do we have enough glamour prisms? Of some clear prisms. Walnut lumber. Fuck, we don't have nearly enough walnut lumber. Alright, what other things can we use? Toad leather? Actually, no, I want to save the reagents. What do you need? Growth formula gamma? Steel rivets, that I can do. Fuck, I need more bomb ash. Oh, that's way easier. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Do. All right. Goldsmithing is one of my weaker skills, but we make do. I realize why the fuck am I bothering to... I don't need to put that much effort into... They're glamour prisms. I don't need high quality materials to be put into it because they're just fucking glamour prisms. We got 6 clear prisms, so... Quick synthesis. We found the one instance in which quick synthesis is actually useful for someone like me. And that is when we're engaging in recipes that literally don't need the quality stat to be fucked with. Do that's Smeagol's. You know what? To Limsa. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. We're taking a detour. You're taking a detour for the drip. Don't worry, it isn't like the infamous 2-hour thing with Shifter. The dress incident.
The dress incident.
You think that's what Tataru was doing while all these classes going on? Because she was making us an outfit, and it was quite a few quests before it was done. She was having her own fucking incident. $2 hours and 80,000 gil. Where's the... Oh, yeah. Retired tenant room. get prismed. Oh yeah, we got like 3 more glamour prisms. Alright, let's... Ooh, actually, Orm Veil might be a good thing. But we can't... It's not like Disciple of Magic. Alright. Wait, does that give us, like, nail polish? Or, like, nails? Oh my goodness, it does. That's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! New Hall of the Novice. Tactical training exercise. I might look into those. our Namora ass design. Oh, you know what? You know what? What if we have... Let's bamf over to Hawthorne Hut. Alright. We... want to go over here. I like how it's like, time is of the essence. Let's not squander the time he has bought for us. Meanwhile, my goofy ass. Wait, Hunter Green was literally... I actually think... Oh, wait, I see. Alright, we... Yeah. Show the full outfit. Let's see. What does the... Does this affect the nail color? Yeah. Hmm. Oh, we could change the lens color? Okay, we might want like a pink for that. teleport. Sorry, chat, for the massive fucking detour. We're fine-tuning the drip Tataru gave us. Alright. Which we didn't do too much, we just changed a lot of the, we replaced a lot of, like, the Stark, like, we replaced the black with green for the most part. But honestly, I think keeping the blazer itself white does real good. And it helps that the skirt stays a dark color as well.
Yeah.
I actually really like the contrast. Let's talk with Smiggles. There we go. The rose pink lens on the monocle. So, we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well. I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Ishtola and Cryle? A fine suggestion. And the rest of us will form the Cardinal Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on Rouse and Omega, while Lorita and our Doman friends take care of security. Man is yo-maxing. The Excelsior is by the lake just outside town. We'll leave as soon as everyone's ready. big fucking samurai.
Woo.
Man, they introduced that guy right after something fucking tragic. That's such tonal whiplash, but like... Man. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Cartano before Kosetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard, given that Align Roao is still active when Omega was discovered. We can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence, and if Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it's not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight.
Now, where was that? Ah! I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
He's a hungry boy.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland. Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Sir? You're gonna be dead in 20 minutes.
Take care of that brute, will you?
Sir, you're gonna be dead in 20 minutes. I'm not gonna bother to remember your name.
Tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
Bro really just hit the fucking Warrior of Light up. Nah, I got this, actually. Literally hit me with the fucking woody, like, nah, let me cook. God. We normally don't have a fucking tank motherfucker in the Scions. Even though I'm pretty sure he's just the Samurai. But this was before Samurai was released, so he might just be a tank. I'll also point out that the Scions are not truly one specific class. Wild, I know, but NPCs do play by different character build rules.
Leave this to me.
Who would have thought?
'Tis my right to strike.
You know what? You put us into a Thunderdome, I'm putting you into my Thunderdome. I'm playing White Mage, fuck you.
You watching, Papalimo?
I'll put you in my Thunderdome for $20.
Hey yo. Hey yo, for free? Wait, $20.
No, not for free, you dumb shit.
You dumb bitch? $20. You know what? Get stunned. Get stunned. Plap, 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 get stunned.
Your defense is lacking.
But I don't know who you were talking to, you Gary, but I felt like you were talking to me, considering I got bitch smacked when that happened. That's fine. I healed myself.
No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel.
This one'll sting. Leave this to me.
Tis my right to strike.
Dude, this fucking party comp is funky. We have Ida, Yugiri, and this big fuck off samurai guy. Surrendered. We have you outnumbered. Surrender. We have you outnumbered. Wouldn't be the first time. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back.
Question mark?
Oh, okay. Just bring a Reaper out. We're gonna gun down. Behold, the Red Baron. Now end this nonsense. What the? No one told me they had Magitech armor. Forward for the Empire. Honorless cur thinks to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minions. Man was like, bro is fleeing, I'm going to kill him. Don't you worry, I'll chase him down and kill this motherfucker.
No holding back. Leave this to me.
I have you.
This one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
How do I get lower?
Tis my right to strike.
Oh, that way.
It's all over now. I hope you.
They gave me a railgun. Fuck you, this is actually really fun.
You watching,
That's fucking tragic.
No surrender.
He does just with like you watching Papalimo. Oh.
What?
Don't worry about it.
No holding back.
Fuck you. Interrupt your big move. Ammunition depleted. It's like, you just nuked like 100 ads. Oh, I have fucking status effects on me. Let me just... Wait, did they change the cast time of Esuna? Chat, is Esuna free? Like, is Esuna now Swift cast?
Your defense is lacking.
In which case, that's cool as fuck. Also, get all of your health back.
Tis my right to strike.
It's all over now. I don't leave.
Look upon a samurai of summer.
Yeah, did the latest patch just like buff Esuna to be Swift cast? In which case, I am not complaining. Hey, Yugiri.
No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel.
And down you go. Oh, I forgot I had a Flatus Solus. Sid and Nero should fraught. What?
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, My question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Is there any other way?
I suppose not. All right. Step aside, Sid.
They lingered.
Thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
They lingered a while on that. Ida, you feeling all right?
For us to waste this chance, Papalimo.
Ida.
So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Nero just came.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
The music flared up. God, you look so cool. No wonder why Eorzea is so fucking hard-pressed to getting this thing. This motherfucker can fly! Okay, both took one blow. These motherfuckers gonna have a beam struggle? Oh, there goes... Fuck those mountains in particular. Holy shit. The Garlean Empire's like, what the fuck happened here?
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Wait, fuck, how close was Yugiri and Cryo? Not Yugiri, Ishtola and Cryo to that?
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
What the fuck does that mean? I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. Oh, free travel to Gridania? Thank you, Sid. You free warped me where I needed to go? How lovely. One moment everything was functioning perfectly and the next it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves and soon. Chat, we might be going a slightly longer. We're trying to get to Stormblood, which I don't know how close we are. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait. We must first... The elder Seatseer is expecting us. Worry not, Alpha now. Kosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Me using my fucking gap closer to... to speed on over. Oh.
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 Hello, Sir Amric. How have you been just sitting here the whole time? My friends, fully eagerly have we waited your return. If you indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. Hello, train. Fucking... You're too... I hear you. I see you. Another 30 billion to Israel. Politics.
This...
You're too kind, Elder Seats here. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try, but tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega, aye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we are blind to all that followed. What words could have done justice to the scene? None of my choosing, that much is certain. That I can give you... But I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. And the pair duly set about each other in the skies over Garabania. The primal's might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, and hope never to see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow on the other. While most among us could think only of Bahamut when looking upon the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. And this Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Garabania side of the border.
Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Turpin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in this array, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned.
Yeah, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system. So even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it'll be of no use to them. Save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide that effort, it would have taken them decades to decipher Omega's core functions if they managed it at all. Such reassurance is too much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns.
Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the resistance representatives in Girabania. Though Ilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. Finally gonna free them? That's actually a big fucking development. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Stola and the others have gathered at Amorisai's spire, and I imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone. Dude, the wall seems like it fucking exploded. I'ma be real with you. It is decided then. Lead on. Oh. Oh, that's a interesting thing they've done in the update.
No.
With the Aethernet in towns, they have it marked where you last were. Like the last place you teleported to, within the Aethernet.
Oh, nice.
Unable to teleport at this time.
You gotta walk.
No, it's just I was attached to an Ethernet thing, and I was like, wait, it's not in town. Gosetsu, Yukari, what do you guys have to say? Okay. Let's ignore what Ishtul has to say for just a moment. Oh, wall's still there. Ida.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbert's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilbert all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
and I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by a mega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
So with Omega gone, does that mean Cardano is just no longer really contested ground? Like, dude,
and how fares poor
is
Ida
the
in the
Alliance
midst of
still
all this?
fighting over
Have you
Cardano?
spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb
They
her.
learn this info, realize they don't have to
Perhaps she
keep
would
fighting,
welcome
go,
some company
fuck it.
after all. Shall we?
Oda Merchant be like, land is land, and just immediately,
I will buy it with the blood of poor people.
immediately guts a twin adder. Whoa, non-lethal.
Gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
It's no longer non-lethal. I bought the rules to the war.
I
What?
don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
She took the mask off.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed.
Oh, that's a cool
My
build.
father
Sorry, I'm
went
playing
to war
more
against
Dying
them
Light on
too.
the side.
And I never saw him again.
And there was a
After that, I
there's
remember
a
lot
skill
of
you can learn
running.
in under the agility
My
tree, which
sister
allows you to
dragged
like
me for
escape being
miles and
grappled by
miles
like
until we came
fighters.
to the city of Sharlayan.
And then like immediately the skill after one actually allows you to turn the grapple against them and like actually stun them for a few seconds. Which in turn is good because if you go down power, you literally get the ability to instant kill stunned zombies. So you turn you turn a grapple into an instant kill. I think that's cool.
That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Oh?
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I'm not gonna be accusatory about shit like this. Yo, just
What's up?
Dialogue option.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
That explained why those tattoos disappeared.
So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand.
Is there another
ever
fucking
since.
train so soon? God damn it.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
You know what? I'll mute myself for just a moment.
Alright.
Because I feel like that'd be a very big reveal to just... It was brave of Lise to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tartaru and my sister. Alright, there we go. Credits are rolling.
Fucking hell.
Echoes of truths that once rang clear. Two souls intertwined. One true love they did find, bringing light. Heaven's near, but flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts.
Oh, I wonder what their name in the credits will be. Okay, that makes sense. Now I know why you weren't in the promotional art of later expansions. May the crab shacks sing you to thy rest. It was probably tonally good to have a choir for this fucking credit. Woo. Oh yeah, I realized these credits are gonna...
They're gonna what?
These credits are gonna go on a while. So let me press the times to just double that speed real quick. Because I realize this cannon will go longer. I don't want to skip it, however, also, that's what those fucking neck tattoos that the Scions had are. So like most of the Scions, I noticed that they all had like a neck tattoo, and I was like, did they never give the Warrior of Light that? Or Alphino, or Alice, and I guess Sid. I was like, who gets those tattoos? Is that like, sorry you were in with the old group ones? And the answer is yes.
Well, the main reason why Warrior of Light didn't get it is just like a while ago they had a wild drinking party. Oh, they made that oh, motherfucker. Alright, let's... Let's go
people,
back through.
People of Doma, I need to stab things.
I love the category of dude that is just like, oh, this is a human, but we kind of just stretch their textures over a Rogadin.
Goofy.
I mean, let's kind of be honest, like, Raban is built like a well, Actually, Raban isn't built like a Rogadin. He's just jacked. I think Raban has actually very unique, very unique body model. But Gosetsu is that's just the dude texture over Rogadin. They put man head on Rogadin body.
See ya, fuckers, I'm gone. You know, the one thing I do like in games is grapple hooks, and I really like it when they actually... the two things I like what some video games do with grapple hooks is usually, like, free use of grapple hooks, as in, like, you don't have to lock onto a specific thing to grapple. And two, long range. Because you can fucking zip around and shit. It's so fucking fun. Oh, what the fuck? That wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, okay. We're in the marketing side of the credits. Do we want to skip? We're now at the fucking marketing. We're now at the fucking we have passed by the people that like events, merchandise, PR. Okay, so these aren't like people that make the game. We'll still let them we'll still let them scroll. We'll let it ride. Oh yeah, because you had localization and QA. Yeah, that's... Business and legal affairs. There is... These are going on a while. Designer, Ida... Oh, Eidos Montreal. Huh. They had one motherfucker on percussion.
One motherfucker doing it all.
Some people classify piano as a percussion instrument, and that is very funny to me. And it's simply because there's a hammer mechanism inside the piano itself to play the string. But I do feel like a piano is a very distinct instrument in itself, because yeah, it has the hammer, yeah, it has the string, but like, let's be honest. A piano's a fucking doohickey. It and the accordion go into the doohickey category. I'm making a new... Musicians, get mad at me all you want, but you know it to be true. You should just have a new category, call it the doohickey. Piano, hurdy-gurdy, accordion. Those are doohickeys. Hello.
Greetings.
I just finished Heavensward in FF14, and we're just watching the credits before slightly dipping our toes enough into Stormblood for me to do some side game content. And then ending stream there.
I'm in a good mood.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure I'm about to start the biggest hellfire in my workplace.
Oh yeah.
They made the mistake of giving the socialist the keys to the house, as it were.
Oh.
They gave me HR's number. Employees
Oh,
aren't
no.
supposed to know it, but managers are allowed to know it. Because employees aren't allowed to know it when they have problems with like a manager, you can't really go to them for HR stuff because the problem is them. And even though the literal video I watched on it says the managers have to like give you HR's number or like have to like report themselves to HR, yeah, you know.
That's what happened.
Yeah, literally allowing corrupt people to be corrupt. So I may or may not have done a little bit of a passy pass around with it. And a whole lot of calls went to HR before the end of the day. Management is going to be so mad because they also will have no fucking idea who gave it because I just passed it to one person and who I trusted won't say anything, and then they passed it to another person, and then it just continued.
I trusted that they won't say anything. However, on the other hand, it's so funny.
Like, I feel pretty comfortable with my anonymity, and also people who, now the fact that I am not in fact a popular figure on the internet, they won't find me.
And if they do, fuck them, it's funny. Wait,
True.
post, is there a post credit? We're good? We will know if we went far enough, if... He may have mentioned, but Alphino has apprised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lyse has chosen her path, and as her friends, we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Garabania, we have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom
might conceivably save is not wisdom, but indolence, correct? I, for one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect do you. Oh, starts a cutscene.
Cutscene.
Cutscene. The first time we did this, it was a false flag. Surprise, motherfucker, now we actually are raiding you.
Haha, we did it.
Oh, that wasn't us that, the first time. But it is now, fuckers. We'll give you a reason to hate us. Quick march. The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution.
Oh, this could only go fantastically.
It is almost time, father. Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Ball of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. I do find it very funny that Raban has an affinity for tiny people. Look, he keeps the Sultana on his shoulder most of the time. And he adopted a Lalafell, so he just has an affinity for tiny folk. Very well, Ilberd. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. Hey, Raban, if you look closely, you could still find his fucking blood splatter. Bro is sitting in his throne like a sassy bitch.
The sassiest bitch that ever was.
Here, let me... Sorry, chat, you're gonna have your shit muted real quick as I... Please. Okay, it's just music anyhow. Please share screen! I beg you! I'll kill you! Okay, there we go. What the fuck?
Oh.
It seems Discord said no. Wait, no, we're good. Okay. Don't glitch out. I prepped a Pringles can. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Balsar's wall has fallen to the Orsian Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Icon continues, though both yet elude us. My lord, their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend... Your will be done. He didn't even fucking say anything. bro hit him with the fucking, like, really? You need to ask? You need to fucking ask?
I like to think he was just napping.
Yeah. Unknown. My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and it proved a match for Omega. Yes. The coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. I love the little touch that the like a lot of the villains at the far edge of fate, the road begins and fuck. There's your little a gathering storm of blood. Fuck. That's okay.
Menacing.
We will actually start Stormblood next time. That said, I have unlocked my class quests for the Stormblood expansion. So that's neat. It's actually good that I don't need to start it now. Oh. Did OBS crash?
I don't think so.
My previous screen isn't showing shit. Let me...
I'm still watching the stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And coding overloaded? It seems the preview screen has completely bugged. But if you guys could still see it...
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I should be like next to a big blue crystal. If you guys can see that, then it's fine, but...
See, I'm just tuned into the Twitch stream. Your avatar, however, has in fact fucked off.
Ah.
Like the little PNG is just vanished.
That's so funny. Well, I guess it might be a good time to end the stream anyhow. Hey Twitch, you can find me on YouTube. Hey YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. I post shit on Blue Sky when I decide to draw.
Ooh,
yeah?
Blue Sky has a fun little thing. May I perchance plug somebody?
Sure.
Thank you. Hey, there's a new person on Blue Sky called Onyx Artistry. They haven't posted anything yet, but they will, and you can buy stuff from them soon. They'll have an Etsy shop and everything. Please check them out. They need help.
That too. Growth is a little slow right now. That said, you know, it'll come. People on Blue Sky, the interaction per follower is significantly higher.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm getting about the same numbers as I did with Twitter, with like a third of the following.
It honestly, it's
Or
it's
be
nice
closer.
to see, like well managed social media again, and also the fact that Blue Sky's actually getting like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Twitter, like it's the main reason why I recommended Onyx get on there, because they wanted to start like a career with their art stuff, and I figured, you know what, Blue Sky's starting up, you might as well catch the people while you can.
Yep. Before audience capture sinks in, though I think audience capture is fucking deep in Blue Sky. Not too much of a complaint, it's just, you know, that shit happens.
Yeah. Wait, check out lore as well. Don't forget lore.
Yes, don't forget me. I sell shit too, and by that I mean just commissions. I don't have merch or anything. Anyhow, fuck off. See you Wednesday for Digimon.